All right, all right. If you guys can hear me clearly, type Y in the chat box. Let me know that you can hear me. I see Angel, my man. It's Angel's right with me. Angela Houston. Deborah Coulter. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we're going to get started in just a second here. I see Judy from Canada. Good morning. My cousin Marnita. Colorado, Angela Houston, Stan Williams, Conchamar. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Happy New Year's is coming up. Anthony Simon. Good morning, good morning. All right, so let me jump right onto this. Court Gomes, I have a whole lot to say. Some people are going to like what I say, some people are not, and I really don't care. First things is first. I hope you guys are, especially after Thanksgiving, that you are practicing being safe, being happy, and being thankful for surviving this far into 2020. You know, there's a lot of people that didn't make it. We are experiencing very, very difficult times in our country and also around the world, and we want to make sure that we extend a heartfelt sympathies, prayers to those families that are being impacted positively and negatively right now, and that you're able to get through this holiday season. Unfortunately, I believe it's going to get worse before it gets better, but I also believe that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, that very soon help is on the way in many different forms, from the COVID vaccine for those that choose to take it, to those that are looking for government assistance with stimulus checks. I mean, we're living in unprecedented times. But here's on the flip side, for those that have made the mental decision to take life in your own hands, to take charge of your own finances, your own health, your own wellness, and not be dependent on what the federal government is doing, what anybody else says. You know, as Jim Rohn says, you want to be in a position where you build a financial wall around your family so high that nothing can penetrate it. Now, money does not mean it's going to solve all your problems, but money sure does help. Money helps if you need medical assistance. Money helps if you need to move. Money helps if you want to take a vacation on an island all by yourself to get away from other people infected with COVID-19. Money can give you it opens up a lot of doors. Unfortunately, most people don't know how to do it. Most people don't know how to get money. And I have been blessed to be retired for now 8 years, going on 9 years next year, of not having a 9-to-5 job and being my own boss, not having to listen to anybody. There's a sense of freedom that comes with that. But that also doesn't mean that it's all happy and roses and you know, you're off into the sunset. There's a lot of challenges and ups and downs of being an entrepreneur and being a business owner, and some things work out, a lot of things don't work out. You know, these things happen. But your ability to pick yourself up and keep moving forward when things don't go your way is paramount. In fact, at the end of this year, I'm going to be doing something that I only do once a year. The secret training. Mindset, personal development, self-improvement, the laws of the universe. I only do it once a year. So I'll be getting ready for that for the end of this year. And I'm excited for that. But let's talk about currently what's taking place. Bitcoin today hit an all-time high. And what's amazing about that is exactly 3 years ago, Bitcoin hit an all-time high. Today, December 16th, 2017, depending on what part of the world you're in, it hit its all-time high. 3 years later, it's still here. This is just the beginning. I believe the rocket ship is taking off next year, meaning that you're going to be telling your grandkids and great-grandkids that you remember when Bitcoin was worth less than $20,000 a coin. So it is still not too late, but the window of opportunity is closing. It will never be fully closed, but I mean, to get the big gains, that window is starting to close very rapidly. 1 year ago, 1 year ago, I knew this was going to happen. And I made some business decisions that was designed to capitalize and to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible. And I got enticed by a program that was promising, if you do the work, 64 Bitcoin a month. 64 Bitcoin a month. Knowing that we were going to be where we are today, I jumped all over it. And we put in 60,000 members in 4 months. We did the work. We created the momentum. But what happens a lot of times, especially with startup companies and brand new companies, the people that's controlling the ship don't always listen to the people who actually know what the hell's going on. Don't want to listen to advice. Don't want to make the necessary adjustments that's needed. They started the vision, which is good, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they know how to run a business. And those individuals ran the opportunity into the ground. Complete mismanaged everything. I learned a lesson. And the lesson that I learned from this is, in this stage of my career, I will never put my future, my plans, my business in the hands of somebody else driving the vehicle. Well, there's a couple of lessons. That's lesson number one. That everything that I need is going to be dependent on somebody else driving the vehicle. That's one lesson. The second lesson, it will take a lot for me to join a startup company again. I've attempted to help lead the way on 3 startups in the last 3 years, and every single one failed. Not because we didn't do what we're supposed to do. We did what we're supposed to do. Again, it was in the hands of somebody else driving the ship. They made money. Everybody else got left out off of our backs. Another thing that I learned, I will never have all of my eggs in one clear basket. I will never have all of my eggs in one basket. What do I mean by that? Well, I was so convinced in the direction of this company that I knew its potential, that I saw worst case scenario getting at least 100 Bitcoins in 6 months. Now imagine this. December, January, February, March, April, and June. Because I knew Bitcoin halving was taking place in May. 100 Bitcoin. Do you know what 100 Bitcoin is worth today? Do the math. 100 times $20,000 a coin. So that was my focus. It didn't happen. It didn't work. So I'm never, see, people right now, this is the age where everybody is having a new company come out. It could be crypto, Forex, smart contracts, DeFi, Tron Chain, everything you can think of underneath the sun. Some new big ones just launched the other day. Am I a part of any of them? No. Not because I don't think that they're good opportunities, that they have potential. Every single one has potential. But because it's brand new. And I'm not the one controlling the ship. So the only way I will be a part of a future startup company is if I am in direct control one way or another. All right? I cannot afford to have some other clown run things into the ground because they think they know better than everybody else while they're getting paid and nobody else is. So the new companies that just started, I'm not telling you not to be a part of them. I'm telling you right now, based off of hype alone, they're going to blow up. You're going to have people making millions because they got started early. If you have the necessary skill sets, it doesn't matter when you start and join something, you're going to have success. So I'm not worried about missing out on the launch of something that's the latest, greatest thing. Because if I join 6 months from now or a year from now, I know I'll still have success with it if it's still around. That doesn't move me. Leading up to the second half of this year, and this is also what pisses me off, another startup with a great idea, a great industry that is proven it's going to be the future, Internet of Things and smart contracts. I put myself behind it to help build it, worked our tails off, and here we are December 16th and nobody's been paid. I have been extremely patient, extremely patient. I'm a freaking country developer. But I've also been iced out. And when I say iced out, meaning I am not getting the information from those in control. I am not being told what's going on. I am not being shared this. Here's all I know. If people are not paid and paid very soon, I'm pulling my microphone out and I'm calling people out. I've been quiet. I've been patient. But I also am a professional business person and I know how things should be run. And I know how long things should take. If people are not paid, we're going on to freaking Christmas now. The communication is not good enough. If things do not change very quickly, I'm going to start calling people out. Because here's the deal. I don't need you. You needed me. I don't need you. So, now that we got old business out of the way, new business moving forward. I launched my own crypto education platform because I was tired of waiting on other clowns to get it done and they couldn't get it done. So I launched my own, 3coursecrypto.com. I control that. I control the destiny. And I'm cool with that. All right. The second thing is we are now in accumulation phase. And we're trying to grow our Bitcoin as much as possible. Because, like I said earlier, the window of opportunity is small. Bitcoin is at its all-time high. The rocket ship takes off next year. It is being fueled and people are getting on. Do you have your ticket? So we got a part of a company that is compound interest growing our Bitcoin. We started on October 5th. I started with $250. My account's now over $25,000 in 2.5 months. We are very pleased with the results that it's giving us. In fact, 100% of every single person who joined with us is in profit. That is a fact. 100%, every single person. So why in the world would I stop what I'm doing there, switch my momentum to something that's brand new, that hasn't proven itself yet because of hype and other top leaders are getting on board, when what we're already doing is working? Now, when people say, well, Brandon, shouldn't you already, diversify? Yes. Now, give me 6 months. Let's see if they're still here. Here's a couple of reasons why I'm impressed with this program. Here's a couple of reasons why. Number one, I needed to see, can this company actually do what it says it's going to do? Meaning, give a consistent profit to its members. Can it do a consistent profit? The answer is yes. The second thing is, can you handle the growth of what's coming? Meaning, if you have new members join, and with new members is millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, can you handle that growth without losing your mind and running the company into the ground with stupid decisions? The answer is yes. The third thing is, now that you're getting you're getting these members, you're getting big, you're going to have attention onto you. You're going to have competitors because there's a new Forex and crypto and finance company and smart contract company launching every week. And you're going to have people who don't like you and they're going to want to make sure that their people don't leave to join you. Can you survive the negative press that you're going to get from them? The answer is yes. With this much Bitcoin flowing through your system, you're now going to attract the attention of hackers. And I'm not talking about little Johnny living in his mom's basement. I'm talking about professionals from Russia and North Korea who know how to steal millions or hundreds and hundreds of Bitcoin. Can you handle getting attacked and hacked? The answer is yes. And then finally, since you're in crypto, in a space that is unregulated, and it is in every part of the world, every country, state, province, and region has its own laws, rules, and regulations for the financial market. It is impossible for one company to be compliant in every single jurisdiction on the planet. It is impossible. So it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you get looked at upon authorities in any given region. So my question is, when this happens, will you be able to handle the scrutiny? Will you be able to handle the accusations? Will you be able to stand up and rise to the occasion? Or will you fold, close shop, and run off with everybody's Bitcoin? I saw this company go through 4 major incidences. In fact, we've only been here for 8 weeks, and if you talk to the owners, they think that the last 8 weeks has been the worst 8 weeks of their existence. The last 8 weeks, which is the same time we're here, and I'm wholly impressed by what I've seen so far. So I can't imagine what it's like when they consider it's the good old days. But they're still here. They haven't skipped a beat. There is no promises. There's no guarantees. It is a simple concept. Grow your Bitcoin from the profits. Recruiting is not necessary. It is not required. It is not needed for the company to remain sustainable. 20 months later, the company is still here. So again, yeah, there's some exciting new companies getting started right now, but why am I going to put all my attention on that when there's a 20-month-old company that is still here and it's working? In fact, you don't need to stop whatever you're doing to be a part of it. It just grows your Bitcoin. And if I've been in the industry now for 22 years, the one thing we were never taught is, what do we do once we make the money? I know 7, 8-figure earners that are broke today, because they were never taught what to do with the money that they make. See, the wealthy people understand one thing. Let your money work for you. The broke people understand trading time for money. There's a huge difference. Compound interest. So now that leads to the final and the big announcement. Now that I have my own educational platform, which means I can write my own check whenever I want, and we have a business that is compounding our Bitcoin that we earn. I don't buy Bitcoin, I earn Bitcoin. It leads me to a dilemma. Not many people will understand this, some of you will. But since I am full-time and I work from home, and I've been in the crypto space, I retired from network marketing 3.5 years ago. And I got into the crypto space. And I live off of what I earn. And I earn Bitcoin. So every month I have to sell my Bitcoin to pay for my lifestyle, pay my bills and all that other stuff. And it is starting to get to me. What do I mean by that? The first time I bought Bitcoin was October 2016. It was less than $640 a coin. I bought 3 Bitcoin. I sold those 3 Bitcoin in December of 2016 for $860 something a coin, somewhere around there. It was still right less than about $900. I thought I was smart because I made money, right? 1 year later, those 3 Bitcoin was worth $60,000. And I sold it for less than $2,500, $3,000. I sold it for less than that. And so that still haunts me today. But I had another thought because I was playing with the numbers. And I see Bitcoin skyrocketing, and I look at how much Bitcoin have I sold since I've been living off of it. How much Bitcoin have I sold? For the last 3 years, when I add it up, it's close to $500,000 or so, maybe more. I know I didn't count everything. Lifestyle, business expenses, taxes, over 3 years. And I think about that. What if I was able to hold on to my $500,000 worth of Bitcoin? What would it be worth today? What will it be worth 3 years from now when Bitcoin is at $50,000, $100,000 more per coin? So I need to stop the bleed, meaning I am not going to sell my Bitcoin anymore, which leaves a dilemma. If I'm not going to sell my Bitcoin, how am I going to live and survive and pay bills? How is that going to work? I need to secure another source of income to feed my crypto habit. All right? I need to feed my crypto habit, feed my portfolio, accumulate, 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 never sell, while still maintaining my lifestyle. So, I've been racking my brain over how to do this, and fortunately, I got a phone call. I got a phone call from a gentleman representing a company that is overseas. This company is 9 years old, so that's one big check off. I'm not talking about a startup. A 9-year-old company that has a track record of success, that is successful with or without me. And if you've lasted 9 years, you've gone through every major pitfall or obstacle that can come your way. And they've thrived. They're not a little thing. They are just coming to America. They came to America in July. And nobody knows who they are in America. You might hear the name if you hear the name, because there are some Americans involved, and they're doing very, very well. I mean, some members that's already doing 20,000 plus a week in this company. There's a health and wellness product. It's not coffee. It's not Ganoderma. It's not juice. It's not water. It's not the packages. This has a very unique product that deals with many different functions of your body in health and wellness. And I'm being vague for a reason because I launched my business a certain way. But I'm just letting you know it has a unique product, and then it has an even more unique compensation plan. I've been around long enough to have seen almost everything. I've never seen this before. In fact, it's going to take me some time to wrap my head around it. But I was approached by this company and asked if I would become one of the big leaders for their expansion in the United States. My business partner, Angel Nieves, was also asked to be that leader for the Latino markets. And I took a look at what they're doing, who they are, their past, the product, and see if I can do it. And I'll give you one unique thing that caught. I didn't get it immediately. Angel did when we looked at the compensation plan. When you join most companies and you see a comp plan, and that compensation plan, you show where the most money is made is by those that hit the top position in the company, which is normally diamond or whatever. And it may take you anywhere between, 16 months to 3 years, depending on how you build, to get to that point. But what's the difference once you reach that top level from the guy at the bottom as far as work? You're doing the same work. The only difference is how much you're getting paid. The reason why this company has had the success it's had is because they've taken that money and they moved it to the front. So the little guy is getting paid the same amount based on their work effort as the top guy of another company who it took them 3 years to get there is getting paid off the same work. And the way they did it has made them explode. All right? That's as much as I can say about that. So I am not saying the name of this company yet. I am only making the announcement that I am entering the health and wellness space after 3.5 years. My official launch is going to be in January. I've also been asked if I will do the corporate presentations for this company in the United States. Now, there's already great leaders a part of this company. There's a lot of leaders that I respect. They are 7- and 8-figure earners in the industry in the United States that's already a part of this. I look forward to working hand in hand and in tandem with them. But I'm also my role is going to be to support everybody, not just my own team, but everybody in the company. That's the role that I'm going to be playing. So I'm not going to be stepping on anybody's toes. I know how it goes with leaders and whatnot. And so I'm only here to be an assistant and to have added value to what they've already done, they've already achieved. This is not going to take me away from anything that I'm doing in the corporate or in the crypto world, my 3-course crypto business. All this is doing is feeding my crypto. And I have something that's solid and foundation that I know is going to be here in the future, and not only for 6 months. So it's a good foundation to have. So I have multiple streams of income. I'm covered in the crypto space. I'm covered in education. I'm covered in compound interest. And now health and wellness. Plus I'm 44 years old. Next year I turn 45. The older I get, I need to start paying more attention to health and wellness. And exercising and eating right and making sure your body is where it needs to be. Especially, we're in, COVID era. So here is the next step. I know over the last 3 years, people that have been listening to me and following me have not been in health and wellness. You guys have been in the crypto space, the digital economy, and that kind of stuff. So this isn't your forte. But some of you have been in background. So if you have a background in health and wellness or you want to get into this, I am creating a list. And I will tell you there's a binary. It's a hybrid binary on the building side. And you know how I do things. I wrote a book called 5 Steps to Launching Your Business. I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. Even in the last thing, 400 members in less than 60 days because we launch our business. But I am creating a list. If you want information on this, then send me a private message and say, Brandon, put me on the list. And here's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to send you private information, not public. Private information. If you like it and you want to be a part of it, you need to let me know, because then I'm going to solidify your place on the list so that when I start giving out the link for people to sign up, I'm doing basically first come, first serve. But I'm not forcing anybody. I'm not begging anybody. I'm only extending an invitation. It's not for everybody. Some people move to crypto and they never want to look at product-based or anything like that again, and that's fine. That's how I used to be. I'm at a different point right now based on where we need to be in the next 2 to 3 years. So send me a private message, say put me on the list, give me your email address as well. I'm going to send you private information. You look up that information and let me know, yeah, I'm down for it. I'll tell you the price point. The price point is starting at least $100 to $3,000. If you want to be serious, I would strongly... Oh, sorry. People are already sending me messages. That's why my phone dropped. All right. I would strongly advise the $3,000 level. If you cannot afford that, you can start at the $100 level and you can work your way up based on sales. And you can have 90 days to get to that $3,000 mark if you don't want to start it up front. The monthly is minimum $50 a month. $50 a month. And then you can scale yourself up later. Yeah, I think that was you, Judy. It popped up and my screen all blew up. So that is my first major announcement. Probably by Friday, depending on how many submissions that I get to put down on the list, I will go out publicly with the name. Now, I do ask this, respect the process. If I send you a private message, don't go blasting out on social media the name of the company that Brandon is about to do. At least respect that, because I know there's going to be those of you that are just curious and sending me a message just because you want to see what I'm doing and you have no intent on joining our team. And I can tell who those type of people are. There are some people I already know. You're going to send me a message and I'm not sending you the information. All right? I already know that. But this is something that we're going to take serious. So now we're going to go into 2021 And I'm going to be using you guys as the guinea pigs because I need to learn the ins and outs of the product, the compensation plan, how we're going to be marketing it, how I'm going to do corporate presentations. So I need to use you guys as guinea pigs so I can get that mastered down. So when January hits and I start doing corporate presentations, we're rocking and rolling and we're off to the races. So that is it, guys. I know I said a whole lot. I'm going to actually put this on YouTube as well. For those that were offended by what I said at the beginning, I do not apologize at all. Pay the people what they're owed, ship them their products, and let's be professional. That's not a hard thing to ask. And don't get mad because people ask questions about their money and their time. If you're not up to the task, you need to step aside and hire people who can do the damn job the right way. It's not hard. It's business, not personal. So with that, you guys have a great day. I'll be handling all the messages that come through, get you guys ready to go, and be prepared over the next couple of days. You'll be hearing more messages from me on this topic. If you're just joining us, you can go back and watch from the beginning. Have a great day, everybody. Bitcoin Brandon out. God bless. Bye-bye.